can I get for you, little lady?
Little lady? There's nothing little about my cutlass, is there?
No, Captain. You act and smell like a pirate through and through. What can I do for you, Honourable Captain Silver?
What do you got?
Grog.
I'll take a pint. And I'll also be needing some information.
What sort of information you been needing?
I'm looking for someone. An old privateer who used to wander around these parts.
You be looking for Billy Bones. Haven't seen him nigh on a year.
No, it's not Billy.
That old sea dog Captain Redbeard? Last I heard he was at Davy Jones' locker, but
No, it's not him.
I know. You're looking for the legendary Picaroon, Captain John Paul Pierre Philippe Levasseur.
No, stop! I'm looking for Steve. Steve the pirate.
Oh, Steve. Head over to Swally. He'll be able to help you out.
Thank you. So I hear you might know where I might find Steve the pirate.
Steve? I know Steve. We've bred hurricanes, piranhas, alligators, armadas, even his wife's cooking. Steve and I go way back. Like, before you even laid eyes on the sea, lassie. The day I don't know where Steve be off to, will be the day I stop swilling grog.
Wonderful. So, where is he?
You honestly expect me to turn over my bus, mate? To such a clearly violent scallywag as yourself? I'm not going to do it without a little bit of financial incentive.
If you want your head to remain intact. If not,
He's downstairs.
a wise decision. Stairs? I don't see stairs anywhere. Hello? Is there anyone here? Steve Pirate?
Who might be asking?
Captain Silver.
Silver. Well, I'll be a Jack Tires Whiskers. The Captain Silver, Captain Short, June.
No, short.
Oh, okay. Just Captain Silver then, as you like it. Have a seat. So, to what do I owe the honor, Captain Silver?
The map in your coat pocket.
Oh, I thought that might be the case. 'Tis not for sale.
Not even for 1,000 doubloons.
Not even for 1,000,000 doubloons.
Not even for your life.
Now, hold your seahorses. Don't get your corset all in a bunch. The reason this map is not for sale is because there's no price tag, no value that could be placed on the treasure at its end. Aye, it's the richest trove in all the 7 seas, in the whole bloomin' world. The treasure of Mutiny's End.
Okay, cut the dramatics. If you're not going to sell it to me, you're going to tell me how to procure it.
Well, I'll just give it to you. But first, ye must listen to the legend of Mutiny's End. And then, ye must ask yourself whether ye be willing to pay the supernatural price of finding it.
Can't I just pay cash?
No.
Lay it on me then.
All right. I'll tell ye the legend of Mutiny's End. But beware, matey, for none who hear this story go away unchanged. The story begins many, many years ago. Aye, nigh on to the beginning of time itself. In those days, everything was a wee bit more colorful, a wee bit more bright. In fact, you could say that everything was awesome. Back in those colorful days, a powerful king possessed a marvelous treasure that he wished to share with his colonies across the sea. This hoard of riches was so glorious, so beautiful, that the king created the most splendid of ships to carry it in. Aye, Terra Universis was her name, and she was perfect in every way, save one, her crew. They were a thievin', connivin' lot, and only a few days out of harbor, they mutinied and seized the treasure for themselves. Everyone on board the ship who was loyal to the king, including the good admiral himself, was forced to walk the plank. And for a time, it seemed as if the mutineers had won. They commandeered the Terra and the treasure within her and headed for the tropics. But that's when the storm arose. It seemed as if the very ocean itself came alive to punish the rebels for their treachery. And for days, the angry waves tossed the ship about like driftwood. Finally, the cursed vessel ran aground on a rocky, lifeless island, surrounded by deadly reefs. The sailors who survived the storm brought the treasure ashore with them, and there, for the rest of their pitiful lives, they hoarded it greedily. Poor fools. They died, surrounded by silver and unsatisfied, drowning in gold, yet unfulfilled. As the centuries passed, the story of these mutineers grew into legend, and the isle of their demise became known to all as Mutiny's End. Today, in these gray and gloomy times, the legend has spread far and wide. Aye, many a fortune hunter has sought this forgotten island, lured by the promise of a treasure trove richer than that of any king. Some have even found their way to the isle, braved its jagged reefs, and set foot on its rocky shore. But none there be who have uncovered the old treasure chests. Most have died searching, driven mad by the lust for gold. And others have returned from the island, but not as the same men they once were. There be something on Mutiny's End that changes a person, changes them so much that even their own crewmates can't recognize them. But whatever the danger, whatever the risk, know this: the treasure of Mutiny's End does exist. It's still out there, still waiting for anyone with the courage to find it. So, that be the legend of Mutiny's End. Ye can believe it or not, but this last warning be the plain truth. If ye, Short June Silver, search for the treasure of Mutiny's End, then finding it will cost ye your very soul.
Right, that's what they all say. Spooky story and all, but it's not going to stop me from going there. I will find the treasure of Mutiny's End.
Well, if your heart and soul be set on it, then here be the map.
Right then, I'll be taking that.
Avast!
Who goes there?
It is I, an officer in His Majesty's Royal Navy, the intrepid, the indomitable, Captain Horatio Kazoo Blower.
That's ridiculous! Who came up with that?
Quiet, you pirate scum! Now, as I was saying, this map just so happens to be property of His Royal Majesty, and I am hereby confiscating it.
Oh, no, you're not!
Avast, you filthy rabble!
Give me the map, you lily-livered landlubber!
And hand the parchment, you miserable miscreant!
I hand it yourself, you walking thesaurus!
You little harpy!
Little!
Didn't see that coming.
Brilliant, Captain Silver. Now neither of us has a complete copy of the map.
But even with half a map, I'm willing to bet that me and my crew of cohorts can make it to Mutiny's End before you and your dandified sailors can even weigh anchor.
Now that's a bet I'm willing to take. Prepare to be outmanned, outmaneuvered, outgunned, and yes, outclassed by His Majesty's Royal Navy. Where'd she go?
See you later, Horatio.
No fair.
And so it begins, me hearties. The pirates and the Royal Navy both racing for the same lost fortune. But of the true nature and power of that treasure, they haven't the slightest idea. Arg, best of luck to both teams. Oh, and to all ye scurvy scalawags out there, welcome to Summer Camp 2015!